Illinois Public Media News, this is 2 and 7 today. I'm Kimberly Schofield. It's Friday, January 23rd. Coming up, IPM is launching a new video podcast with local teens talking about issues that matter to them, and we want your child to be involved. Learn about casting for Teen Summit in just a few minutes, but first, these headlines. The National Weather Service has an extreme cold warning for our area this morning. Multiple school districts are either closed or holding e-learning days due to forecasted low temperatures and severe winter weather, including Champaign Unit 4, Danville School District 118, and Rantoul City Schools, which all announced that they will be closed today. Urbana School District 116 will have an e-learning day. The state Supreme Courthouses in Springfield and Chicago will be closed all day as well. You can check ipmnewsroom.org for updates and a list of additional school closings and e-learning days. Meteorologist Andrew Pritchard says temperatures will plunge throughout the day and then snow will fall.
A cold weather advisory is in effect today, and a winter storm warning goes into effect Saturday and Sunday for Champaign County and surrounding portions of east central Illinois. Bitterly cold temperatures in the single digits with wind chills -10 to -20 are expected through the day today, with 2 rounds of powdery snow on the way over the weekend. We'll see snow begin Saturday afternoon, with an early inch or 2 possible by Saturday evening. Heavier snow moves in Saturday night into Sunday, with 4 to 8 inches of total accumulation possible in and around Champaign County. Snow should taper off by Sunday morning, but bitterly cold temperatures linger into next week. For Illinois Public Media News, I'm meteorologist Andrew Pritchard.
And again, you can check for updated information on school closures and e-learning days, as well as updated weather maps at ipmnewsroom.org. The Urbana Fire Department helped rescue 6 people from a house fire early this morning. Just before 2 a.m., the Urbana Fire Department was dispatched to the 1700 block of Fairlawn Drive. The fire department encountered heavy smoke coming from the attached garage of a single-story residence and did confirm a working structure fire. The fire was contained within 20 minutes and no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation by the Urbana Fire Department investigation team. A Republican running for Illinois' open U.S. Senate seat this year thinks the United States should have control of Greenland, but without using its military. Pamela Denise Long is a political commentator with a doctoral degree in organizational development from the Metro East. Long says Greenland holds strategic value and offers opportunities for trade and rare earth minerals.
Whoever really controls, if you will, Greenland, Denmark currently being part of Denmark, will control, I think, a lot of movement and trade. And so, of course, given that Greenland is right north of us, we would want to have that.
Long says the U.S. should negotiate to acquire the territory. She says the U.S. should not threaten military force and worries that could push U.S. allies to rely on China and other nations. President Trump says he has reached an agreement with NATO related to Greenland's future. The primary election for Illinois' open Senate seat is on March 17th. A portion of John Street in Champaign is designated Honorary Dean Clarence Shelley Way. Shelley, who died in 2022, worked at the University of Illinois for 5 decades. IPM Student Newsroom's Adrian Reitz reports he's remembered as someone who promoted excellence and supported students from diverse backgrounds.
Alicia Gilmore Catching is the founder of the U of I's Black Alumni Network. At the unveiling event last fall, she said she first met Dean Shelley when he visited her high school.
Even as a 16-year-old, he was impressing upon me the importance of excellence in everything that we do.
Shelley's daughter, Dana, finally got a chance to see the street sign for herself as the ceremony was winding down. She stood with her sister, Pamela Elise, looking up at their father's name against a bright sky, and thought how he'd react if he were to see it.
I can see the look on his face. I don't even know if he were here, I don't know if he would come to this, because he did like stuff like this.
But he then also, for those who knew him best, would look at you with that little smirk and that smile. Like, of course I deserve this. And more.
Shelley is best known for his role in Project 500, an initiative to bring more students of color to the U of I. I'm Adrian Reitz, IPM News.
This story is part of IPM's Student Newsroom's new series, Champaign's Honorary Streets, The Stories Behind the Signs. You can catch it on air on the 217 Today podcast and find more stories from the series at ipmnewsroom.org. Still to come, IPM is launching a new video podcast with local teens talking about issues that matter to them. Learn about casting for Teen Summit. That story is coming up next, but first, meteorologist Andrew Pritchard with your forecast.
I'm meteorologist Andrew Pritchard with your IPM News forecast for Champaign-Urbana. Your forecast for today, partly cloudy and bitterly cold with a high of 7 degrees, wind chills between -5 and -15 with a northwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 1 below zero, wind chills -10 to -20 with a north wind 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, cloudy with snow likely in the afternoon and a high of 11 degrees, northeast wind 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, cloudy with snow likely and a low of 8 degrees, northeast wind 10 miles per hour. And for Sunday, cloudy with snow likely and a high of 14 degrees. Total weekend snow accumulation of 4 to 8 inches possible with a northeast wind 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Next time on the 21st Show, the Trump administration has released a new food pyramid, and it's upside down from what it used to be. There's a bigger emphasis on protein, which you may have noticed is the latest food marketing fad. I'm Brian Mackey. That plus what's new as tax filing season gets underway, next time on the 21st Show. Join us at 11 a.m. on AM 580 and 6 p.m. on FM 90.9.
You're listening to 217 Today. I'm Kimberly Schofield. The 1990s was the era of talk shows. Oprah, Donahue, Jerry Springer, and others filled up the schedules on TV. But there weren't very many places where teenagers could go to discuss issues that were important to them. 30 years ago, Black Entertainment Television launched a groundbreaking program to change that called Teen Summit. The brainchild of University of Illinois alum Sheila Johnson, the weekly hour-long program featured teens talking about youth pregnancy, family relationships, and other challenges in a dignified way. They also interviewed a variety of athletes, artists, and even a former First Lady.
Welcome back to Teen Summit. We're honored to have First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton with us. We've come here to speak to the posse now. I know you guys got some questions.
Have you ever thought about becoming president or maybe running?
No, I haven't. But I'd encourage you to think so.
Okay.
After selling BET to Viacom, Johnson became the first Black woman billionaire in the U.S. She owns resorts and several pro sports teams. Decades after the original Teen Summit, Johnson is giving her blessing and generosity for Illinois Public Media and the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign to launch Teen Summit 2, The Remix. I spoke with Dr. Malika McKee, professor at the U of I College of Education, and Reginald Hardwick, news director at Illinois Public Media, about this new video podcast. Both serve as executive producers for the program. I started by asking Dr. McKee why Teen Summit 2 is sorely needed now.
In this arena where debate now can get you killed, because we have not taught those important civic skills of how do you disagree, and how do you disagree well with facts, and how do you keep your affective emotions in check. We want to be that place where teens hone that critical thinking skill to do the debate, but then to honor that metacognitive arc to say, we still want the culture, which is the musicology, so that's still there. The hip-hop will, as we say, we don't stop. We won't stop. And then also integrating social media, AI, and podcasts. How do you feel affectively? And let's be able to talk about that in ways that move us towards pro-social behavior.
Dr. McKee, if parents or teens listening want to take part, how do they do that?
They go online to teensummit2.net and they fill out an application, and it's free. We're asking for just a snapshot of you so we can see your best self. We're asking for you to answer some simple questions about who you are, what's your voice. We're also paying you. We're paying teens $20 an hour. Minimum wage is $15, $17. So we're saying, hey, for your time, because we know a lot of our teens in our community have to work. So we want to honor them giving us their time to do this really important civic work. And we're really hoping that in this inaugural class that it stimulates a lot of teen interest to really go forward and multiply.
Yeah. After entering, what is the process like?
So, do you mean like what will they experience in our world?
Yes, once they enter, I assume they'll hear back if they are chosen.
Yes, so we want them to feel first special. We think that no matter what your academic ability, we're not asking for a transcript. We know that for a lot of teens, high school is not fun. And we want this to be the place where you feel authentically yourself and you can meet other teens who have the same concerns as you.
Reginald, who are the kids who you're looking for?
We're looking for students 15 to 19 years old from across the Champaign County region, inquisitive, intelligent teens who have an opinion on today's issues. And they are going to, between Dr. McKee and the other team members, kind of lead them in talking about, researching, and how to really correspond and talk with each other, even debate a little bit about some of the issues of today. Also, it's important to note, while the original Teen Summit was on Black Entertainment Television and featured predominantly Black teens, this will be open to all young people in Champaign County. You know, we're hoping to hear from rural folks. We're hoping to hear from folks on the north side of Champaign. We're hoping to hear from Rantoul, from Urbana, folks who may be tied to the University of Illinois, but folks who are in the community and have no ties to the University of Illinois, all economic backgrounds, athletes, any kind of, nerds like myself who were in journalism and speech class in high school. We want to hear from artists. We want to hear from everyone. So go to teensummit2.net and sign up today.
Is there a deadline for the application for the teens and their parents to complete?
February 2nd.
Thank you, Reginald and Dr. Malika McKee, professor at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign College of Education. If you want to know more about Teen Summit, go to teensummit2.net. That's teensummit2.net. That's it for today. 217 Today is produced by Stephanie Oriana. Reporting today contributed by Reginald Hardwick, Andrew Pritchard, and Adrian Reeds. Music by the Kilbourne Alley Blues Band. Reginald Hardwick is our news director. I'm Kimberly Schofield. 217 Today is a production of Illinois Public Media. Thanks for listening, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again on Monday.